It's primarily practiced in North America and Europe. Now, complicating matters, sometimes the time change is not adopted in certain places within those countries. For example, Arizona and Hawaii in the United States, and here in Canada, Saskatchewan does not practice the time change. Why do you think they introduced daylight savings time?
I think because of farming.
Oh, it's a historical thing. It's to do with the crops, I think.
Well, it goes way back to our ancestral times, you know. No, I don't know, man.
It had something to do with the farmers so they get the crops in earlier.
Wrong! Actually, daylight savings time was introduced during the times of war as a method to save on energy costs.
And the idea was to save fuel that would, needed for producing illumination in the dark, and they found it a way to actually economize during wartime and save their resources for fighting at the front. And it really wasn't until 1966 that the United States Congress passed an act saying that here's what we're going to do. We're going to have daylight savings time, and it's going to be for these months of the year.
I sleep at least 1 hour more.
So you're a fan of daylight savings? What do you do with the extra hour?
Sleep.
Fan, yes, no?
Yes.
Why?
Because I go to work and then it's lighter.
Every time it's really dark just before it happens, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, okay, actually this makes sense. Okay, good.
Well, we do know that there is a spike in crashes, particularly for pedestrian crashes at this time of year, and it's mainly due to a lack of visibility. You know, the weather's changing, it's getting poorer, and it's just really hard to see out there, particularly if it's raining or cloudy or dusk.
Now, in November of 2015, a petition was launched to stop the time change in British Columbia. It amassed thousands of signatures, raised the awareness across Canada, and definitely started the conversation.
We don't want to change our clocks anymore, along with a lot of people. There are a lot of people who have feelings. You know, we're coming up here where all of a sudden when we change our clocks and we fall back, we're going to have darkness put upon us. The streets are going to be wet. And I tell you, you're going to notice on the news, there's going to be stories of pedestrian accidents and workplace lack of productivity. People are tired, and the myth about no sleep or you get to sleep in, it doesn't matter. If you look at the research and the studies, it is really harmful. You talk to people who cannot get their clocks back, like the seniors, people with kids, and teachers. Oh my goodness, just talk to teachers about the time change.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
There's a petition right now to abolish the time changes.
Well, if that happens, I guess I'll just live with it. But I kind of like what we have, but I know that other people don't, so.
It's not that I am not a fan, but I don't see the purpose of it.
I just don't see any benefit of falling back. It just makes everybody pretty sad.